One more time. It's that kind of a day. All right, let's give this a go one more time. One more time here. Total Vamp fail. Welcome one, welcome all. How y'all doing? Let's try this one more time. So we've got our pink and our purple. These are actually the yellow lines in the next chart I'm going to show you. We are down here in this 2017 weekly historical support area. Right down here, we're going to jump over to that weekly chart. Here it is. I brought this down to the weekly. Now what you can see right here is look at all these opens and closes, right in this area right here. Just perfect, right? We're going to throw a little baby line right across there. Right, there it is. And look at this. Kissing the nipple. Look at that. Look at this. Right? This is what happens. This is beautiful, right? Gorgeous. Look at that. Tap right on all this support. This would be a dead cat bounce, right? So what we're doing is we're dead cat bouncing off this baby, trying to penetrate through this, but you just can't. Look at, you've got a lot of support back here historically. So if you want to know why we're bouncing off this, what we're bouncing off, it's this, right? This is all we're doing. We're just giving a little bouncy off this thing, a little tickle test. You know how it is. So here we are. We're on the tickle test. This is it. We just touched it, right? And you come back, you can see in this tighter area, look, we kind of broke through it a little bit, broke through it, came back up. So when I talk about the dead cats, here's all the dead cats, right? Dead cat 1, splat, dead cat 2. Then this is the second dead cat bounce. So this is the first one, bat. Actually, this is a bat, and then this one, a bat, and this one. And then he's like, no, I don't want to die. And then he went up like this. Ah! And then he slid. And then he went, no, another kitty. Bam, got hit by a truck. It's just over and over and over, right? So it just keeps getting uglier and uglier and uglier here. We got a whole pile of dead cats. That's what's parked underneath these bridges, is a whole pile of dead kitties right here. So we're just watching it. Now we're going to get one more dead kitty bounce out of here. Probably, I'm really hoping we can poke through one more time. Come down to this wedge line. This is my hopes, my dreams. Please, please, please. I just want one more little pokey down is what I was hoping for before we get a retracement. I still am looking for a bounce, right? This could be it. This could be our little bounce. The volume seems really crappy though, okay? So before I go any further, I just want to have everybody come over here and take a look at my notes real quick, right? So you've got your supports. We already know what the weekly supports are. We are on them. Okay, we are on these supports right here, and they are holding strong. All right, holding strong. This is a beautiful, heavy support right here. Okay, this is the weekly support, goes back to 2017. Now, the next support is this weekly wedge. This is our weekly wedge line right here at 35.60. This is really where I was hoping to come down and just kiss this baby before we bounce. Now, can we bounce out of here? Yes, we sure can. I do not think we have far to go. This would be my top area, right? I would not put us any higher than this. This would be my top target area right in here. Fingers crossed, that would be it. Now, if we bounce from down here, I still think we can make it all the way up here. I will then, if we make it all the way up here, I'll look at the volume. I'll be waiting for a candle like this, and I will short the living bejesus out of this once again, all the way back down. I can't wait to do it. So much fun. Okay, but I think we might have one more little wave down, then get our bounce up. Now, here's the deal, peoples. If this weekly wedge breaks, if 35.60 breaks and we run to 34.50, we will put in a brand new lower low. Okay, now I will be looking, we will have to retrace somewhere in here. Our indicators are super low, but the fear, the greatest fear all of you who are a holder right now should have is breaking out of the bottom side of this wedge, right? Look at how well this wedge held. Tap, tap, tap. We bounced out every single time. Not only did that wedge hold, right? But I mean, look at this. This right here is, look at this wedge, right? Tap, tap, tap. Absolutely perfect incongruence with the price action. So we have our RSI action. I was thinking this would actually trail a little harder and give us our bounce down here, right? But I am wrong, right? It came down, it bounced right there. Now I'm looking for one of two things. I'm looking for this to bounce up. This could possibly have one more bounce back down, right? We could get one more bounce back down, then a little bouncy up, right? So we could go like this, and then that, right? That's my more, believe it or not, this is my more bullish scenario right here, okay? And then to capitulate back down, and or we could just lose this baby altogether. And let me show you on this chart, your next support area is this trend line. This trend line goes all the way down, right? There's your trend line right there. Here's your trend line. Your trend line's way down here. Look what this comes from. There's that marches on up. Okay, there's that marching on up. This is your only local support, right? So this thing could do something absolutely vicious. I'm talking vicious. Vicious to come all the way down and to tap on this support line right here, right? Coming all the way down here and tapping on the support line. Let's put it this way, breaking this support line right here, right, would be a capitulation candle. I think if we snap this and snap all the way back down here, it would end up being some sort of or pretty close to a capitulation candle for us, right? So I would be watching for this to play out. It's very, this is like that's it. There's a line in the sand. The line in the sand is this yellow line right here, right? Don't break this yellow line. Anybody's ever been to Thailand, gone to any of the go-go bars, there's a thing called the yellow line. You don't want to know what happens on the left side of the yellow line, okay? Not that I've ever done it, but I have friends, and those friends have told me stories, and that's all you need to know, okay? So, back to being a married guy. Where am I? Okay, here I am. So, listen, we now have this line is turned into resistance here. So you now have this pink channel line, which is turned into resistance. This pink line goes all the way back. Right, you can follow this baby all the way back, and let's take this out to a 2-day, right, where you add, hello, 2-day, there it is, right? So there's that 2-day line right there. Look, there you go, touchy, right? Look at this, nice rub, and then you get that baby going on. And actually, I think it's the daily that it gives my touch, or is it the weekly? Let's check the weekly. All right, it might be a little low on that line right there. It might be a little bit low on that line. 12-hour maybe? I'm going to have to go over and reassess that line. Take a look at that line really, really closely. Is it the 12-hour that is? Kind of close. Looks like I'm a little low on the 12-hour even right there, okay? All right, so with that being said, let's get all the way back up here. Put our mess back together, right? We're going to go back to the 4-hour. All right, there we go. All right, now I know a lot of people are calling for, you know, some kind of moonshot here. Just be very careful. No FOMO. I would be very careful. You've got these two top wedge lines. You got this top wedge line. You got this wedge line. You got 3 wedge lines up here. All of these would need to be broken. And I'm talking not just broken, but broken with volume right here. Okay, so you got to get through all 3 of these babies. And it's going to be no joke to get through all 3 of these with volume, especially in such a low volume environment. All right, so let's move over. Let's talk about the volume for a second here. All right, so let's pull this down, pull this down, pull this down. All right. So the first thing I want to show you is our 3-day candle. Now we did have rising bearish volume on this 3-day, right? Rising bearish volume to close out this next 3-day candle. We did that on everyone but MEX, right? The volume actually is, now we do have a little descending volume right here, but you did have a pick me up in volume on your 3-day. You did put in a brand new 3-day candle. Now this is super important, right? Look, this is a red 8. If we were to get a red 9 here, this would be really nice. If we flip this to a green 1 right now over this next 3 days, it's going to be super shitty, right? I mean, super bad to flip this to a green 1 right now, because it just means we can start this bearish count on the 3-day chart all the way back over. We don't want to do that, okay? That's the last thing we want to do. Still working on that 2-day candle. So our 2-day candle's still working. We're going to go back down to the daily though, so we're going to peel this baby all the way down to the daily. Look at our volume. Now, the trend, the micro trend of this, the volume's okay. You know, if you start from here, the macro trend volume is dying out. Your bearish volume and your bullish volume, like they're both kind of picked up a little bit in the macro trend right here, in the micro trend, right? Both the bearish volume and the bullish volume picked up, so we do have a little bit more volume on the dailies pulling into the market. Now the 12-day definitely got more bearish. The 12-hour definitely got more bearish, right? So this has been moving up bearish. Now, when you just get this little oscillation where it's something like this, I don't take these into account. I still think this is bearish. I want to see a big drop off, like a substantial, like this to that, you know what I'm saying? Or this to that. That's substantial. This little, you know, to have these little teeny tiny peaks and valleys here, I look at this as a bearish continuation pattern. So on the 12-hour, definitely bearish continuation pattern. Definitely looks like we're trying to get a bounce off of this weekly support line here. We're going to peel this down to the 6-hour. 12-hour candle. So let's go back to the 12-hour. 12-hour close is a very bearish candle. Okay, that's a very bearish candle. It's got a nice wick on the bottom, little wick on the top. This is a very bearish candle right here. So we're just going to have to watch and see how this baby plays out. See, you know, I like these wicks on the bottom. See, little nipple on the top. You get the long candle on the bottom. No head, little wick on the bottom, bottom. And these just keep falling out. So not good. This is definitely a bearish candle. We closed out on the 12-hour. Same thing on the daily. Closed out a very bearish candle on the daily. All right. And all we're doing, like I said, just beating dead cats. We're just beating dead cats all day long off of this historic support right here. Just this bang, bang, bang. I think we're just going to test it one more time before we finally come down. Let's run our 6-hour. Running the 6-hour real quick. Let's take a look at the volume. Descending bearish, descending bullish volume, rising volume over here on MEX. So I would say that's bearish rising volume, bearish rising other than this one. I mean, kind of the trend has been from starting here in this chunk of low, just kind of picked up, kind of stayed steady, picked up back again. Not looking good. Did get the short call again over there. Now we've not received the long call or the short call on the 3-day yet. We're going to move along pretty quickly here. All right, next. J-Hook. All right, so here is our, this is our MACD RSI. I'm sorry, this is our MACD with the RSI. We're just watching this. Here's your 2012 bounce. If this 2012 area lets go, this is on your 3-day. It will be an ish show. All the way down to the bottom, it will be totally a shit show. Right, so let's go back and just want to confirm. Oh, sorry. There you go. And let me check this against the 3-day. Yeah, there's baby bull Jesus. Yep. Look at that. So that's right. So on the 3-day, this is where we bounced previously on the 3-day. It does have a lot of support right there on the 3-day. So that's good. That's good. That's you got support right there. All right, now this is, oh man, this is such a beautiful chart. I love this thing. All right, let's go back here. All right. So this is our Myers multiple. It's our Mayer multiple chart, right? And this is the pattern we're watching. We're watching either this one and or this one right here. So you see the pattern right here that plays out. Look, retrace, down, up, down, nipple, down, right? Up, down, nipple, down. And then capitulation to baby bull Jesus. So fingers crossed we are here and not here. So listen, our Mayer's multiple chart is showing us like, listen, we are about to break support here. We lose this support right here, right? You lose that support and that's it. Now this purple line are the same as these purple lines over here. So last time you bounced off this purple line, we were a little lower here. If you lose this lower trend line, and I'll drop a trend line right here, right, it will be very, very ugly. And this is why I tell everybody, I think we're literally sitting on the edge right here. We can go, you know, we can get a nice bounce out of here, get a dead cat bounce. But a lot of these indicators right here are showing that historically, we just fell off a freaking cliff right here, okay? Right, so look, you got your MACD rolled over. and we're gonna, that's not good. This rolled over. It's about to pierce support. That's not good. I mean, we really need a bounce. Now, this is our new indicator that we're using in the group. So here's our brand new indicator in the group. This is the 12-hour. This is the daily. This thing just rolled bearish on us, right? When this green line is below the red line. This is not good. These are your Bollinger Bands right here for this chart. This is your mean line. This would be targeting this mean line here. Now, this historically, and we went over this in the members area, you guys all have a video on how to use this chart. This does not like to touch this mean line. It came up, only kidding, fell out. Look, this does not touch. Up, doesn't touch it. Up there, barely touches it, doesn't touch it. In these big descending trends, doesn't touch it, doesn't touch it, doesn't touch it. And this could be falling to its last doom and gloom. Now, this is the daily chart. This thing does a pretty good job of helping you find tops and bottoms also. So we like this. Now, let's take a look. This is more of our long-term trend right here. Let me back this up because TradingView does not like me. Does not like to play nice with me. Come on, come on. Come on. Where are you at? 2000. All right, come on. There it is. All right, here we go. Okay, so back in 2014, we had 3 stages of basically our capitulation to the bottom, right? Here are our 3 stages to capitulation. You had stage 1, which was this initial fall off of the cliff, right? Stage 1, right? There's our cliff. There's our cliff. This is our cliff back in 2014. There's our little hill right there. There's our hill right there. There's our big hill. There's our big hill, right? Big hill, baby hill, and then we had our wick. Our wick is over here somewhere. Oh, this is the daily. Oh, and daily. Oh, don't do that to me. Piece of freaking crap. There we go. All right, good. All right, there we are. Okay, there's our daily. All right, so there's 1, 2, wick. 1, 2, wick. Jumped off the jumped off the edge right there, right? And then we jumped off the cliff. This is the cliff. We went cliff diving. Now you have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, right? So actually, this is stage 1. This is stage 2. And this is capitulation 3. So I don't know where we're at. If I look at this, are we in stage 1 still? Is this stage 1? Because if this is stage 1 right here, this shit show is about to get real fucking ugly, okay? Real fucking ugly. So if this is just this right here, if we're only doing this piece, this little chunk right here, right? If this is us right there and right there, and this is only stage 2, right? And then we got another bounce, and then we go to stage 3, right? Let's say this thing, I mean, Jesus Lord. That would do something like this, a bounce off 20-ish, and then another final fall. Let me take this out to the weekly, right? This is the weekly here. Just want to make sure everybody, now this is good news because we want to, come on, where are you at? There it is, all right. So we don't want to delay the inevitable, right? We do not want to delay the inevitable of finding baby damn bull Jesus. I don't mean to take your name in vain. Please forgive me, baby bull Jesus. I did not need to take your name in vain. Please, I will sacrifice something. I'll sacrifice some Ethereum or an XRP lover. I swear I will, okay? All right, so now, are we in stage 1, stage 2, stage 3? You see it even cleaner on the weekly. Is this stage 1? Or is this a combination? Is that 1 and 2, and we're looking for 3, and this is where baby bull Jesus is right here, okay? You guys got to tell me. I don't know. I'm just the schlep around here, okay? Listen, this thing last time, take a look at this, though. This broke outside one time, broke outside the Bollinger Band one time, and then broke back in, and then it found the bottom to baby bull Jesus. So we're getting close. Yes, I will sacrifice at least 1, if not 2 XRP lovers to baby bull Jesus to get him to show up sooner, right? All right, and here we go. All right, NVT chart. Look at our NVT chart. So very important. Look along this line. I just did this while you guys were all watching previously. Look at all these supports. We're on this line here. This is where this bounced before. Look at this huge Look at that bounce out of here, right off that support right there. Now, we've already done one bounce from this area, right? We already got one bounce out of this area right here. It was right here. Look at this. It was higher. We went up and it retraced lower. Higher. It went up and it retraced lower. Right? Yeah. Until we break this support, this is the no-ish support right here, right? Look at how this thing, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18 perfect touches. And this went through it twice, right? This is no joke line. This is like the line in the sand. If we have some big capitulation candle right now that drags us through this line, we'll be so happy, right? Think about the two poor XRP lovers out there that are going to survive, right? For the next, they'll be like, thank you, I heard Vamp was going to eat us. Listen, it's just a nibble. It doesn't hurt, I promise, okay? So, now, if we break through this, or are we going to bounce out of this, right? Last time we bounced out of this like a beast, right? That's like a moon launch landing right there. I mean, this is huge, huge run up right there, right? Let's go back. We can see what happened. Man, that's a bump. That's a no joke bumpy. That's huge. If this happens, if we get this massive run up right here, and then we still have to fall, oh my God. Oh my God. If that's what happens, it's over. I don't know if I can. This would call crypto. If we get a big bounce out of here, this would literally put crypto at $800. $800. $800. Right? If we bounced out of here right now and then had to retrace this whole way down to 45 to reset the NVT chart, this would put us down, I would say, $800. Okay, and it would be a ugly, ugly trip all the way back down. Yeah, it'd be some cheap-ass freaking Bitcoin. All right, so anyways, we got to break 45. I would like to see 51, sub 51 cracked. We're doing good. We're at 82. We just had a nice leg down. This thing can drop like a bag of rocks. Look at how far this thing fell in just that last drop we had, right? We fell 3,000 points from 6,400 down to where we're at right now. 3,000 points, just huge drop. We can get there in one day. One day, right? I think let's make it 5 XRP lovers, okay? 5 XRP lovers we'll sacrifice. If we can get Baby Bull Jesus just drop out right now, okay? 5. Let's make it an even, right? It might even, seriously, let's do it. All right, let's take a look. Now, also, we had correlation on our chart. This is our VPVR chart, right? So you can see the buying volume and where this is all stacked up here. Now, it turned into resistance. It was initially support for a second, cracked, came back, turned into resistance. This big cluster right here, red, see that right there? That's now a resistance on the top side. All right, now we're back down on the bottom. Look at our bottom side cluster. See where these can't, look at where this kind of gets to here. And then you see this last kind of long candle. And then there's this this is it. Look at this little one, right? Then you got this one. And then you got this one. And this is why I say you got to hold 35.60. 35, this says 35. Let's just call it 35.60-ish, right? That will give you a little bit of room. You have to hold 35.60. If you lose 35.60, every single one of you guys is going to be dating a trailer park girl for Christmas. Ain't going to be no highfalutin strippers. You guys are eating at freaking ramen. It's going to be a ramen Christmas because BTC is going to fall out of here. I mean, it's going to fall out like a dirty virgin's panties when she's still just turning 18. I mean, ugly. It's just going to get super ugly. Going to fall hard, right? Hard. So, listen. Bam. The only place to catch this is down here at $2,800. $2,867. Okay, $2,867 is the void. There is a void in here, right? This is the void. This is no bueno. We break down into this void. This is going to be so ugly, right? I have buy orders already placed. And now look at this chunk right here. You see this fat chunk right here? See this fat chunk, right? This beautiful fat chunk right here. This is where I have my buy orders stacked all the way from the bottom to the top of this. And then I have some more buy orders stacked inside of here, because I think if we come all the way down here, we're going to hit the bottom right here and we're going to bounce, right? We're going to hit because there's a lot of support right here. So I think we're going to come down with just like a diving board, right? Let me show you guys. It's like, ah, boing, right? Ah, boing. And then this is what we're going to do. And then we're going to, ah, right? And then if we don't survive right in here, let me change this colors. Yellow. If we do not survive in here, there is the next void, right? Fingers crossed. We do not have to go there to find out. All right, fingers. That's all I'm saying. Let's get down here. Let's bounce off this first layer right here, right? Once again, let's just get down here, right? We just want to bounce, bounce, dead kitty, bounce, dead kitty, right? And then boom, right? And then get out of here, right? This is what I would like to do. Now, the raw side of this is literally this just goes, ah, right? And then you just, this is like, I don't know if I can draw a cat here, right? There's, I'm drawing a kitty, some X's on the eyes, right? There's the X's on the eyes. Here's the fat kitty. He's all, and he's squished. He's just squished on the ground. Blah. Right, there's my fat kitty. Right, nice. I like it. I like it. There's my fat kitty, and we'll make him a nice little tail, a kitty tail. Looks more like a dead raccoon, but we'll take it. All right. So that's what we got. Let's move along our local support and trend lines. You see, we're just banging on the support. You can see where it is right here. This is now local support area. We're just banging, killing the kittens. Older chart, still correct. See money flow. All right, now here's bad. We just broke into a new lower low area of this. Good news. This is turning into a big ass inverted head and shoulders. Okay, so this is kind of nice. This is good. This is turning into a big inverted head and shoulders, because what we want to see here, we want to see this come down here higher. Higher has to be higher than the last one, and then bounce us out like that. So this is what we want to do right here. We want to come down higher. We don't want to put in a lower low. We want to put in a higher low. So we want, please, BBJ, all I want, right? I want for Christmas is my orders filled. Right? There we go. Look at that. Right? This is all I want. Please, baby Jesus, baby bull Jesus. All I want for Christmas are my orders filled. Let's get this bounce out of here. Let's get the party going. And we're moving right along. Testing. Here's our RSI. This is our RSI chart. We got this wedge. We wedged up really nice, trying to break back into this wedge over on this 12-hour. This is my Bitstamp chart, trying to break back in. So it's trying to retest the lower side of the wedge. Let's see if it can do it. ADX chart. This is my Phoenix chart, which is, remember, Phoenix, boys and girls, is our fake Louis Vuitton. All right. It's like going to buy that funny money at the mall. All right, our ADX chart on the weekly. This also helps us find our baby bull Jesus. He's down here somewhere. This is where the last one was, is baby bull Jesus back 2015. So we are getting closer. We broke through this last support. Now look at, very significant. See this big bounce right here? This huge bounce, right? This huge bounce was the same bounce that we had back in on the MVT chart. So this is that bad bounce. We don't want this big bounce, because this once again would make crypto 60s, $600, $800, something ugly. Now don't forget, this is a bearish death cross. The 7 and the 100. We've been warning everybody about it forever. You know, all those people who are going bull, they're like, it's going to 5,600. Vamp is an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Follow tone phase. And then just took a dump, right? This is a bear cross. Of all people, Tone needs to know that this is a damn death cross right here. He should have been looking at this first. He would have known. Now, you're going to get a second death cross. This second death cross is going to be between the 128, and yes, I do use the 128 as a significant number, and the 7. So you're going to get a death cross between these two. Listen, this is our support. Our next support down is 3,100. Even if we get a bounce, this sure as shit looks like it's making a bear flag right here, a bear pennant. That completely looks like a bear pennant. If we let go, and this is our little let go point right there, you let go of that, you just let go, right? Just let it go, right? Just like the song says, right? Just like Elsa says, just let it go, right? It's fun dressing like a blue stripper, okay? She knows it. She's living it right now, all right? All right, so there it is. It's falling out. Now here we are. We're about to hit. Please let us hit the please let us hit the 200 MA. Please let us break through there. Please, 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 please. All right, moving along. Let's get this show on the road. We're trying to get this show on the road. Keep it going. All right, moving along. All right, here's our WMA chart. I said if this rolls, then, right, it's going to take a huge dump on it. It's going to take a poop. The poop is going to drop like a bag of rocks. Listen, if this thing rolls over, go back. This is the WMA TSI, the Weighted Moving Average True Strength Index. If this baby rolls over, all you got to do is go back and just move your cursor along. Look, cross, fall, cross, fall, cross, fall. Every single one of these, when this thing crosses, it dumps, right? I'm talking baby poo dump, not like the regular dump, not like you ate something like steak or lobster. I'm talking like some stinky ass cart food, street food, Mexican food at some, total roach coach that they always taste the best going in, but they burn coming out. This kind of dump right here. And it's not, it's just not even, it's just going to fall like a rock, right? You're going to be lucky if it's wet and squishy. All right, moving along. Shorts, very important shorts. This is the shorts all-time high. And let me just adjust this damn thing. I'll just put it right there. You go. Shorts all-time high is still here. We are not there. I still think we can get to the shorts all-time high. Right? Now, how do you want to get rid of shorts? There's two ways to get rid of shorts. Number one, you fall out of the goddamn sky. People start taking profit on their shorts. Easiest one to do. That's it. All right? Number two, you have this massive head and shoulders right here. Right? Right? We talk about this. No, right? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, right? This thing, there's your head. Like that, I'm sorry, people, is a big, fat head and shoulders, right? And if that's a big, fat head and shoulders, right, what usually happens is something like that. Okay, then you made a second baby head and shoulders on top of it just to make it that much worse. Right? Like this looks like a freaking head and shoulders, right? And look, you head and shoulders right there. Put in a head and shoulders right there, right? Head and shoulders right here. There's another one right there, right? Head and shoulders right there, right? This, I'm telling you, this looks like a massive head and shoulders. And what could happen here is, like, I still think we just need one more fall to baby bull Jesus and we'll make this head and shoulders come true. Okay, one more fall. Now, this is either going to turn into a BART, and it's going to take a dump because we're going to get some kind of a jump up, right? Even if, really, to get the shorts to unwind, you got to really run. I'm talking 4,700 to get shorts to unwind right now, right? To really get to blow shorts out, to make a short squeeze, you're talking 4,700 all day long before people really believe it's going to go anywhere. Otherwise, people are just going to keep loading. This will just keep getting higher and higher and higher because it'll just retrace right up now to 4,000, which I expect it to, and people just load their shorts right back up, okay? But none of this looks good. This actually looks like a bull flag, a bull pennant, and this bull pennant is just going to go up one more time, all right? RSI over here, this is our month chart. Just holding on. Let go already over here on our fake tether index right here, Bitfinex, right? That kind of, fake next, right? Fake next, right? Because the price of Bitcoin is fake, just like a product bag. Yes, it's cheaper. Yes, it looks just the same. but you're still buying it at a discount, and no one wants it as a gift. Okay, there's Baby Bull Jesus. We are all down deep. We're rolling back over. You see where the all-time low of the 12-hour is. Oh, this is the 1-week RSI. The 1-week RSI low is all the way over here at 27. I do think we just need to get all the way down there. There's the low right there. We're so close. This is what I'm talking about, peoples. One more snap wick is all we need. Look at how big this wick was. Look at this. Right? We could totally do this. You don't have to do it like that, though. All right, now very important. This is our Stoch. We're on our 12-hour Stoch chart. This is called skipping at the bottom, right? Look at this. All this. See this fall, bearish fall? Look, this was all at the bottom, right? When you say, oh, when the indicator's at the very bottom, that's great. It means the price is going to go up. No, it does not mean the price is going to go up, right? Does not mean the price is going to go up, right? Here you go. Price is going all the way down. This is ugly, right? Just kept falling and falling and falling. We're just starting this trend. Now, look at this. Same thing. This fell out of the sky, right? Fell out of the sky, just kept bouncing. This is called skipping. This skips along the bottom. Yes, it can skip along the top. Look at, there's the green up. This is the skipping along the top. This is all bullish. This is fantastic. Everybody had a nice party right here. But now this is the bears took over. And look, we're just now at the bottom, okay? This thing very rarely goes all the way down and then shoots back up. Now here, look at this, right? Remember what happened here? Tether pump, tether pump. Who called that vamp? Take a moment. We're going to have a moment of silence for the people who are in the tone vase short trade. All right, so back to the chart. So yes, we can possibly skip there at the bottom. And, right, come on up. We can still bounce up here, test the top of this, right? Come on back up. We can always test the top of this thing and test the top. And I still think we have just one more little teeny itty bit to fall out and then get a bounce and then go back down. That's my hopes and my prayers. You see where we have support on the Bollinger Band, on the dailies, all the way down here. Bollinger Bands on the weekly, still on the deep side of the weekly. We did close one candle fully out. That is super, super, super bullish. And it does also signal a pending coming reversal. So this is great because you're talking about the weekly here, right? So it does signal a pending coming reversal. If we can get this just fall out one more time, come on down here. Let's scoop up a bunch of my orders, and then we'll bounce off there. We'll have a good old time, right? Make it a good Christmas for everyone, right? Here we go. So you guys have, we got really just a couple charts left. I'm almost done here, people. Give me 1 second. Here's our longer-term trend line right here. And I'm going to bring over a chart. Give me 1 second, everybody. I just want to bring this chart over. Hold on 1 second. All right, so back to that trend chart. Now, this is the super most important chart that we have. Well, actually, it's like the second most important chart to find Baby Bull Jesus. Here is where we're at, right? We've talked about this. This is our Gauss trend line chart. Okay, we do have this free for members if you do join. Other than that, you got to go pay for it from this other guy. It's about 125 bucks for this chart. This thing likes to find dynamic tops, dynamic bottoms, dynamic top, and we all know where the dynamic bottom is. It's right there. This is the top. So look, this is great. If you love Bitcoin, we do and will go higher once we find the bottom here. Just got to figure out where the bottom is there one time and then bounce off, maybe test it one more time and then go all the way up. Fingers crossed we don't break through it. Tron, look at Tron. Go Tron. Didn't even hit this lower wedge, right? Got all like just, I got to change my wedge line right here, right? I made that wedge line without having a second line. I was wrong, right? Look at that. Hit that wedge line. Doing so nice. Man, somebody's doing a great job driving Tron. Okay, got to break that wedge right there. Okay, now let me show you what you got up here. You have a triple top, right? Look at that. 1, 2, 3. And this is not on no low time frame. This is on 12 hours, right? You have a triple top on a 12-hour after a super bearish candle. Then you put in a spinning top candle. Then you put in another spinning top candle. like super bearish. Holy but Jesus, Manesis, right? How this thing is still going is unbelievable, and it's actually making a bullish pennant right now. So could possibly still break bullish because it's actually falling a little bit in a falling wedge. Unbelievable. So let's see what happens here. There's your bull break side. There's your bear break side. You're just going to have to play this out. I don't know what's going on. It is not following Bitcoin. Listen, there's two tokens that I feel do not follow Bitcoin. XRP and Tron, right? Both of them. Look at that. Kind of did our breakthrough. So we finally broke down below the wedge on XRP. This has been our channel we've been playing out. This is a beautiful call. And this played out absolutely perfect. I don't know how long you people have been calling me. Let's go down here. Where are you, XRP? Right? I mean, geez, I called out the RSI on this thing. I called out everything. I called that perfect. So let's see what we got. This is when we were at the very top. I called that an E. That was right there, right? Down and bounce, and then fall through. We got a little baby, itty bitty bounce right there, trying to get up, back over it, and then it fell through. And now our target is going to be 31. Now, remember, people, XRP is one of those tokens that does have and combine FA. So you can never count XRP completely out, and or Tron, because they have a lot of whales behind them. They have a lot of money behind them. They're actually doing things in the space. So of the two tokens, those are kind of legit. Oh, look at this. Like barely hanging on here. I'm going to leave that wedge there. Tested it once, tested it twice. Man, Calvin Ayers and Craig are really trying to hold this baby up because they know this is a very bearish symmetrical triangle and or a bearish wedge pennant. They fell out of it, right? Bearish candle, just holding on here. I mean, honestly, I don't know how this thing is still in the air. My targets I'm still targeting all the way down here. $50. I still think 50 and then $38. Let's see how well that goes. Litecoin came all the way down here, got into this, right? Break this trend line and new lows or a reset with of the lower trend line. So look at that. Sure enough, we put in a brand new lower low closing candle of the entire history of the year of Litecoin. Right? We now can go out there and you guys can buy for that very special loved one that you have for Christmas, their very own $29 Litecoin. Think about it. It's a great gift, right? The gift that keeps on giving. It's kind of like, I don't know, herpes, but it gets worse, right? Does that make any sense, right? I mean, it's not good anyways, you know. Because you could end up with a $10 gift, right? Or a $5 gift, who knows? But this thing really needs some help. God bless you, Charlie Lee. You, sir, are a genius, and I will shake your hand for being literally businessman of the year for selling the top. Beautiful job. Raven coin. Oh, look at this. Oh, God, no, Raven. No, Raven, don't do it. Don't do it. It's going to break my heart. Let's go find our Raven chart. Okay. So I've been tracking this thing and I said, oh God, no. No, it's not Raven. Where you at, Raven? Here you go, Raven. So I said, oh crap. So I can only count this out as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. This looks like a big A, B, and a C down with the big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave, right? Look at where that thing is at. Oh my God, it followed it absolutely perfect right to there. I'm in so much trouble in this trade. So I bought this at 305. I've actually picked up a bag of Raven at 305. I sold half of it at 600. So I had a pretty good sized bag. I sold it at 600. And if this breaks right here, I will be pretty much completely out of my trade. So I did double a bunch of my money, so that was good. And I'm sat on half of it. If it doesn't bounce out of here, I'm effed. But look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cannot count an ABC. This is my reasoning. I couldn't count an ABC out of this. I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fingers crossed. Look at how far this thing is retraced. That is not good. This is not good, people. This is not a good ABC retracement in any book for anything at all. This does not look bad. So I got right on here, break this and ouch, right? I'm still holding a small bag of it. If it does bounce, I will pick some up though. All right. Add to my bag. 80A. 80A is basically just getting beaten like two red stepchilds, right? I mean, seriously, these kids are bad kids. I mean, of all of the coins out there, for some reason, 80A is just taking it like just taking this beating. Taking an absolute beating, guys. And I don't know why 80A is taking such a beating. I mean, have you ever had, do you have any kids? Anybody have any kids, right? I mean, it's like, I swear to God, this is like when they run around the house and they got the real grape juice, like the red grape juice, and they spill the shit on the carpet, on the white or the gray carpet, and you're like, oh, man, the laws in America are too strict against beating your kids, right? Way too strict, right? So, but, yes, the same thing, when you run around the house, dude, all right, funny story today, funny story. So me and my wife are downstairs, and we're eating chips and guacamole, right? This is a good marriage story. So we're eating chips and guacamole, and we got one of those little tubs of guacamole, and she's got her chips, and I got my chips, and I've got the tortilla chips. I got the lime flavor, right? Because those things are the fucking best. And she likes the weird, cheap, like restaurant ones, right? That are like taste like a shoe or something. So I've got the nice, salty, lemony, the limey ones. Oh, they're so delicious. And we're going at it in this bucket of guacamole, right? And the guacamole keeps getting lower and lower and lower. And my wife absolutely hates bugs, like to death. Like bugs scare. She just so grossed out by bugs. And I had that one husband moment where I was like, you know what? I'm going to look down in this thing and I'm saying, is that a bug? Is that a bug in here? I think I see a bug. Because I wanted to eat the rest of the guacamole and I knew my wife wouldn't touch it. Oh my God, I didn't do it, but I told her what I was going to do, and she looks at me and she goes, you're an asshole. All right, dude. Oh God, she was so like, you're such an asshole. She's all, yeah, I would not have kept eating the guacamole. But as a good husband, right? Happy wife, happy life. Isn't that what it says? Or at least happy side piece, why happy life, whatever you guys got going on, right? God bless all of you. All right, so for me and all of us at Until 1 Mil, I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you guys. I am truly blessed to be here with all of you. I want to say thank you all so much, man. It means so much that all of you are here with me today. 285 beautiful people watching. Please, all I say is please, I beg you, help me get to 10,000 subscribers. Help me save one single trader every single day. Go over here to Twitter, drop down that FF, type in Chart Vampire. Listen, it takes less than 2 seconds of your time. Well, maybe a little bit more for the slower ones out there, right? But like I can barely freaking type, take me a lot longer. But like go out here, type in Chart Vampire, the best TA in all of crypto. Something humble like that. I'm just asking for something really, really humble, like godlike TA, something humble like that, must follow, right? Sacrifice small XRP lovers, right? So, but please go out there, give me a like, give me an FF, help me save one trader every single day. For the Vamp and all of us at Until 1 Mil, I would like to say thank you, and I am out.